Hi, Virgo. Things are getting better. Things are getting easier. The Sun and Mercury come into Pisces later in February, and you have a lot of interest and attention in your relationships, in solving problems, in getting over old hurts, in healing wounds. The dissolvable stitches are gone now. The wound has healed. The skin is tender, but talking it out will help. Mercury, will provide that help. 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. Been a while since we saw that 4 of Cups. Okay. 4 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Something you've been holding on to, something that there's an element of stubbornness to. Okay. Page of Cups and the Lovers. And so someone coming in with offers of love, or you extending words of love to someone. If that is a Gemini, this is doubly enhanced. Interesting. Let's keep going. So the 4 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles are pretty self-explanatory, right? Feeling good about oneself, money starts to look better. Some area where you were feeling stuck and small now gets the chance to be resolved through words of love. That doesn't have to mean that you're in love with the person. It doesn't even have to be a love relationship. The Page of Cups is about approaching the situation with love, talking it out with love. And so February points to the resolution of a few things that I think your mind was very set on. The 4 of Pentacles there with the Page of Pentacles. Something that your mind, you just couldn't, get over it. And then that moon in your sign, the Sun and Mercury in Pisces, something clicks with you guys and you're just, then you're there, then you get it, then you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I do want to talk about this, yeah, I do want to resolve this, or yeah, I do want to move forward from this, or yeah, I would like to move into a steadier phase of my life, a more mature phase of my life. I'm looking at the bigger things now, and I can see how parts of myself that I was keeping places where I was keeping myself small, Page of Pentacles, is just keeping everything small. What I can experience, what I can attract, what can be attracted to me, what I can feel, it's all been held back by the things that you couldn't let go of about yourself. And then there is this just, cosmic letting go. Well, how or why? I don't think it's conscious. I don't think it has anything to do with you. It's just something that's happening. You've been in the 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups energy for a while, which is, I'm good, I'm fine, doing what needs to be done, don't worry about me, and internally being regretful, sad, etc., etc. But now there is a realization that whatever has been holding you back has just indeed been a manifestation of some place where you hold yourself back. Interesting, it's what's going on with Cancers too, or will continue to be going on with Cancers for a while. And you are able, speaking of Cancers, if there's a water sign here, the Page of Cups is that water sign reaching out. You are able to, once you see past 4 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, the things that are holding you back within yourself, you are able to make steady, quick progress, 8 of Wands, towards that which you feel you deserve and that you are worthy of, Empress, and that which is rewarded in kind, Ace of Cups. You know, we talked about how things were getting better and better, and how they would continue to get better, and how they would pick up speed, and how you would have all these realizations. But of course, the most powerful ones, the initial ones as we begin our ascent, are the ones about ourselves. You know, the rest of the reading is kind of a moot point with that Four of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles there. It says everything. You are no longer, Virgo, held back by you. Now you get a really clear idea of what people are like around you because you get out of your own way. And as soon as Virgo gets out of their own way, no one can stop them because it's mercurial. It's too quick to be stopped. The only thing that can stop it is more Mercury. And so when you have the Quicksilver working for you instead of against you, when you work for yourself instead of against yourself, things start to move really quickly, and they move directly into the realm of abundance. The Empress, the Lover's card, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups. So going from a time of perhaps being too realistic to a time of great advancement, and advancement in many areas. So it's not just about love. It's not just about career. It's not just about opportunity. It's not just about notoriety. It's about a personal freedom that's being reached, which I know means more to you guys than the rest of all of it, which is why you end up getting the rest of all of it, because you don't necessarily need it and you're not attached to it. So let's pull some outcome cards now, and then I'll talk to you about the different moon events, like the new moon on the 4th. We have the full moon, the night of the 18th, morning of the 19th, if I'm not mistaken. We have a lot of stuff going on. Happy Lunar New Year. Lots of stuff. So I want to talk to you about all that and about the moon in your sign with my papers in front of me and with the cards in front of you, so you can have a look at your own reading. See it yourself. It adds something psychologically to it when you can read the story yourself. You know, it's one thing for me to tell you, but it's another thing for you to be able to discern what's happening here and make your own observations depending on your personal experience. You know, maybe this is all about another earth sign for you, and that earth sign is coming up as a Page of Pentacles because they're just holding on too tight and they won't let go, and they're just doing the typical fuckboy thing. You know, maybe the Page of Cups stands out for you because you're dealing with a water sign who's trying to shower you with love and you just can't trust them. The Lover's card can be a lack of trust. This person is just, you know, they offer and offer and offer, but you just can't trust them. Maybe you are yourself feeling like the Ace of Cups Empress combo, where you feel so generous and so abundant that everything looks like Four of Pentacles and Five of Cups from the past. Everything from back then looks miserable and stagnant. You know, because you're just so embodying the Empress energy and the Ace of Cups. So it really does depend. If you're dealing with another earth sign, it looks like they're very unwilling to let go of their bad habits. Whatever is holding you guys back as a couple, they don't want to do the work. If you're dealing with a Gemini, the Ace of Cups is there, but also outcome, we have the Three of Cups and the Knight of Wands. There's going to be a lot of talking, and probably a lot of talking with a lot of drinking involved. So if you don't want to do a lot of talking, Virgo, don't do a lot of drinking. And if you're going to do a lot of drinking and you don't want to do a lot of talking, give someone your phone. So if you're dealing with a Gemini, they are offering something as well. Not too sure how that's going to play out, considering that it also looks like some of these conversations are going to be very heated. Interesting stuff. Dramatic, quietly dramatic. The beginning of the month, this is just really powerful for me. The beginning of the month is really showing out and telling you a lot about yourself. Whether it's through a person, through events, just through something you see and it clicks with you, you're having these insights into you as a person, like, wow, okay, I didn't realize that. And it's changing your mind about things. That's what I mean about the healing and the stitches dissolving. It is that last click of what has been a pretty bumpy journey for a few years, where you finally not only understand the healing, caught it, you don't understand just the healing, but the post-healing. That's where the camera got stuck. That's where it froze, post-healing. So what is post-healing? Well, it's taking care of the skin that now is like the other skin, but you also know it's not, because it's not quite used to the wear and tear of the world. It's new. It needs care. But also you need to treat it like it's normal, or else it'll never become normal. When something is precious to a Virgo, they can treat it like glass, and then if it gets even slightly nicked, then it's not worth anything anymore because it's not perfect. And we're all learning really big lessons that go against what we think are foundational characteristics in our personality, regardless of our sign. And so I think Virgo is going through a period where they have to look at themselves and see that they are not perfect, and see it with such intensity that they finally are able to step out of their own way just based on logic. Like, yeah, that doesn't make sense, I shouldn't do that anymore. Or that doesn't make sense, that's not even true. Once you have those moments of brutal honesty with yourself, and they're all Nine of Pentacles for your own good, and they're happening just with you alone. So there's no chance of embarrassment. There's no real negativity behind it. It's not going to hurt you. It's just that the beginning of February with this new moon in Aquarius is just going to show you where you really need to step out of the way, where you are the only thing holding you back from several different things in your life. But the thing that I would say, if you're thinking, well, what is it, the thing that I'm going to have this revelatory moment about? It's the thing you want most that you don't have right now. February shows you why you don't have it, what you can adjust, fix, heal from, what you've already healed from but perhaps are still holding on to, and it frees you. And it frees you in a way where you want to talk, you want to meet, you want to do this, you want to do that, and you want to start walking down the long road. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands. And you want to be walking down this road in your power. Queen of Pentacles. Towards new horizons. 2 of Wands. And underneath is the Judgment card. And I was going to say, but not without first telling people what they need to know. Quite a story indeed. If you're dealing with a fire sign, they want to talk. If you are cross-watching for a Virgo, they are grappling with some stuff this month, and it's the kind of stuff that they don't really get, which makes them a little sharp and hard to be around, because when they can't figure something out, they're not very pleasant. And the best way to help them at this time is to casually talk to them about other things, because this stuff that's going on with them, the wounds that are healing, whatever it is from either their past, within themselves, with another person, with a job, whatever that's being resolved, is leaving them with no space in their head. And they need space. So if you would like to ingratiate yourself with a Virgo, which I would not suggest you do, but if you would like to, this is a pretty good time to get to them because they need a little empty space. And if you can provide that empty space, you become indispensable because they realize they can think better around you. So if that is what you would like to do, talk to them about nothing. Get their mind off of the bigger things that they are thinking about. That probably works all the time, but it'll work a lot this month. And then if they ask you, when they have the Four of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles moments of, oh my God, am I getting in my own way in this way? What do you think? Tell them the truth. I mean, don't rub it in, but tell them the truth. They'll appreciate it. And it's a way to be around them without being sexual and being all about that stuff, which can really put them off because, you know, it's like, well, don't you also want to like love me and be my friend and all these other things? So, all right, Virgo. That was for the cross watchers. Now let's get back to you. Let's look at these cards. I'll look at my notes and we'll reconvene in a second. I love you. See you in a moment. Hi, Virgo. All right, here they are. Take a look, take a look. Excuse me. There's an overcoming. There is a winning. There is a triumph. Love, a Gemini, opportunity, falsehood, intrigue, protection. It's all indicated. It's a strange mix of things, huh? Like Geminis themselves. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. For abundance to come in, you're going to have to let something go. Don't stick to the small. Make the bigger, riskier decision. It'll pay off. Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant. The money you've been waiting on that's been stuck will come through. But like I said, March. Six of Pentacles. In the meantime, watch your money, but it will be coming through. The universe will provide. Knight of Wands in reverse, your communication. Be very careful. Judgment, Queen of Swords. Be very, very careful. There is such a chance for a slip up for so many different signs this month. Things being said that you are going to wish immediately that you could take back a month later. And it'll just be frustrating. And in a lot of cases, excuse me, in a lot of cases, it'll be stuff that you can't take back. It'll be stuff that ruins really important friendships, relationships, what have you. Sorry about that. So being really careful towards the end of the month with this Queen of Swords energy and the Judgment. The Judgment is about, you know, speaking truth to power, the truth coming out, the truth being spoken. And if you have something that you want to talk to an air sign about or that they want to spar with you about, looks like by the end of the month that's on as well. But remember, we open up with the Seven of Wands and it's about victory, and we close with the King of Wands, which is also a card associated with victory. The Leo situation here is interesting because Leos are popping up a lot in this month's readings. They're just going through stuff and they're getting broken up with a lot, I feel like. You guys, Leos, Virgos, and Scorpios seem to be getting either left or seem to be dissolving their partnerships. So if you find yourself in a situation where you're being really harsh with a Leo, if it's a situation that you would like to work out, don't go too far. Because for now they seem like they're very much in it, but there's no saying how left this could go if you start swinging that sword around. In the extended, I'd like to clarify, just going through and doing, you know, how they came out. Those two came out together, those two came out together, those two came out together. and figuring out where it is that the sweet spot is of understanding for this month for you. Because it's been such a roller coaster. There's been so many ups and downs. There's so much that you're still, like waiting on. There's a sense of anticipation, but it's like, come on, you're sick of it yourself. And you can be a pretty slow moving sign in a lot of ways. But this month, it's very mercurial for you. And you want, and yet the nature of the times is pull back, wait, contemplate. And I'm not sure how comfortable you are with that. Doesn't look like you're very comfortable at all. Feels like you want to push through that. Feels like you want this guy to speed up. Definitely want this guy to speed up. You would really appreciate if the abundance was coming in even faster. Not even the Knight of Wands is quite fast enough. But you can go pretty much at any speed you want and do pretty much anything you want because you have all the things that you need. And the only thing that can hold you back from that is using the wrong words at the wrong time, which will put you in a terrible situation. And you might miss some opportunities. Right? It's easy when it's up and down to lose your cool. But I think there's so many good things that are going to be happening if you're just patient. There's so much good stuff that's going to be happening in terms of the full moon and really finding out more about yourself. Finding out where you rush and why. Finding out where you can be patient and why. Realizing that certain things are amazing and incredible and you want to keep pursuing them, and certain things you really want to let go of because they just don't work anymore and you don't like who you become in that situation. So it's a month of big changes, even though it's contemplative, even though it pulls you back a little bit. A lot still is going on. A lot is happening. Now we'll go through and let's clarify, yeah? And see what we see about this Leo, about this Gemini, about this Taurus. Let's see what happens. I love you guys. Happy February. I'll see you in the extended.